gone from indie filmmaking to now being, you know, one of the kings of the studio system.
One of the what?
Like it or not, you have tiptoed in and out of the studio system.
That's Iger. You're getting them mixed up.
Oh, man.
Fair enough.
I'm at the wrong side.
Which do you prefer and why? Like, would you go back into a studio film?
I mean, you got to get the money where we can go. So, you know, as I told this person the other day, I got one Jordan, independent cinema, and the other Jordan in the studio system. So, you got to go where the money is.
Is there any project you have not been able to make because the money isn't there?
Oh, yeah. Jackie Robinson. I did a film. I wrote it with Bud Schulberg about Joe Louis and Max Schmeling. We're going to get done one day. I promised Bud. He was like 94. I said, Spike, you call me up. Spike, get the money yet?
Wow.
I'm going to get it, Bud. But it's Hitler, Goebbels, FDR, Sugar Ray Robinson. I mean, Lena Horne. Everybody's in this.
You wanted to make a Hitler movie?
Well, at the time, before the second fight, 1939, the heavyweight championship fight at Yankee Stadium, it was thought that whoever win that fight will determine the winner of World War II. Max Schmeling was the Nazi hero. And Joe Louis, there's a famous post of Joe Louis that says, we'll win because God is on our side. So.
Is there one person who's really taught you something about film or really shaped you, whether a filmmaker that you particularly admire or somebody like David O. Russell or Clint that you've worked with? Who has taught you the most, or the thing that you tell yourselves? Didn't you get taught by Oliver Stone at film school?
Nah,
he was teaching there.
Scorsese.
Scorsese, I meant, yeah.
But before I went to film school, I had a teacher. His name is Dr. Herb Eichelberger. And he encouraged me to be a filmmaker my junior year and also to further my education. So I went to NYU. My generation, we went to film school because we wanted to get the equipment. So Jim Jarmusch is 2 years ahead of me. My class was Ernest Dickerson and Ang Lee.
Oh,
the class 1982 NYU grad film school. So all we wanted was equipment. We didn't really care what the teacher was saying. They're like, we want the equipment to make our film.
Do you have a touchstone film you like to go back to and watch again? For instance, I think Bob Zemeckis told me once that he always watches The Godfather before he starts shooting.
The films I watch are the films that are gonna inform me of the film I'm about to do. Research. So, the great Matty Labatique. For Inside Man, we watch Dog Afternoon. We watch a lot of heist films, and for this new one, BlackKklansman with the young, bright DP Chase Irvin, we looked at, we shot this on film. I wanted the films to look like that I saw growing up. So we looked at French Connection. We looked at a lot of, we did not want to shoot this digitally. We wanted film, Kodak, and so we watched those films of the 70s. But it's really, it's prepping for, it's a visual, it's not just me, it's the production designer, costume designer, and we all get together and we screen films.
What was the toughest challenge about making that film, BlackKklansman?
It really wasn't tough. The only thing we had to do with my longtime editor, Barry Brown, we just had the right tone. We had to balance it because I don't like to use the word comedy, but there's humor in it, which comes from the premise of the film, which is a black man infiltrates Ku Klux Klan. That's absurd. So the absurdity, that's where the humor comes from the premise. And so we just had to, in the editing room, get the right balance. I mean, it's not the first film in the history of cinema that's had a very serious subject matter with humor. My go-to is Dr. Strangelove with Kubrick. There's no fighting in the war room, and what Peter Sellers does in it. But it's still about the possible extinction of humankind to a nuclear holocaust. So that again is balance and trying to find the right balance.